am Michele Mazelleغ. Welcome back to my channel. I know that you all have seen what is going on the news this week. Ghana has passed the anti-LGBTQ bill and the world is going crazy. The world is going loco. It is all over the news. It is everywhere. The major news stations are all having their say about Ghana passing this anti-LGBTQ bill. Now, it's no secret. We all know that when the countries of Africa decide to govern themselves, when they decide to create bills, pass bills that is contrary to what the world wants them to do, then the world wants to criticize them. They want to chastise them. They want to act like what they're doing is not in the best interest of the country, not in the best interest of the people. And the reason why that is because the world still does not look at the African continent as equal partners. They see the African continent as a continent that's always in need, always asking for aid, always needing the world to assist them. And since the world thinks that the African continent is always in need, they think that it is their responsibility then to tell the countries of Africa how to govern their countries. They think it's their job to tell them what to do, how to do it, how they should not do it, what's right and what's wrong, knowing good and well that there is a lot of things wrong going on in their countries, on their continent. Now, we all know that there are anti-LGBTQ bills in other countries other than the continent of Africa. But the reason why they're not saying anything about these particular countries is because they think that these countries, or consider those countries, to be equal players, equal partners. They think that they feel like these countries they are on an equal playing field with those countries, and so they don't govern those countries. They don't sit there and try to dissect for the reason why these countries have various laws in place, or they create various bills for their countries. They don't sit there and dissect it. They don't sit there and wonder about it. They don't sit there trying to tell them what they can and cannot do. And that is because they see those countries as equal to them. And so they don't feel like that it is their responsibility to tell them how to govern their countries. It is only in the continent of Africa where the world wants to put their hands in everything that they do. Now, not only is the world having a difficult time with this anti-LGBTQ bill, but there are some African diasporans who are also having an issue with this bill, and they are taken to social media to air their disapproval about this bill. Now, I'm going to share with you all this video clip, and then of course I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about it. So here's the video clip.
People are commenting saying, you still go to Dubai, you still go to Russia. Who's you? Who's you? Stop deflecting. We're talking about Ghana right now. This conversation isn't even only about travel. It's also how LGBTQ plus people in Ghana and many parts in Africa don't even feel safe existing. They will get killed for existing as who they are. But since you want to talk about travel, let's talk about how Ghana extended an olive branch in 2019, inviting all the Black diaspora back to Ghana, which generated billions of dollars, billions of US dollars. And then in 2021, they initiated this bill making it illegal for LGBT people to exist. There's a specific reason why they did not initiate this bill before the year of return. They wanted LGBTQ plus money. They wanted all the Black diaspora to come and give them all their money. They tolerated us when they wanted our money, but now they're giving us a big you because the country got what they wanted, basically.
Now, when did this bill become about African diasporans? When did this bill become about the world? It ain't. If you ain't Ghanaian, it ain't about you. It ain't about you. You don't have any say on what the country of Ghana is doing. The only people that should have a say in what's going on is the people who are citizens of Ghana. the Ghanaians. If you're not fitting up underneath that category, you need to be quiet. So you see what she said. Because some of the African diasporans put money into Ghana, now Ghana's supposed to do what they want to do. They ain't supposed to govern according to their people. They ain't supposed to govern according to their country. They supposed to govern on account of some African diasporans who want to travel there, who want to invest in there. You see what I'm saying? And just because you decided to give money to Ghana, just because you decided to invest, just because you decided to live, doesn't give you the right to go to that country and tell them what bills they can pass, what laws they can create, how they're going to govern their people, what they decided to do for their people and for their country. It doesn't give you the right to do that. That's not what that means. That's not what the year 2019 means, that now you can tell Ghana what they can and cannot do. That's not what it does, because you didn't have to come during the 2019 year of return. The year of return encouraged African diasporans to come there to invest. It also encouraged more tourism. It didn't say they was going to change their laws for you. It didn't say they was going to stop governing their people accordingly for you. That's not what they said. If you decided to go over there during the year of 2019 or whenever other time, that's on you. And what's hilarious about what she's saying, because some people just want to get on social media and just have something to say. They don't, that even what's coming out of their mouths doesn't even make sense. It has not been a secret of where Ghana stands when it comes to LGBTQ lifestyle. Just because they passed a bill doesn't change the way they've always felt. You can go to Ghana. You can go and walk up in Ghana to see where they stand when it comes to the LGBTQ community. There are several videos on social media where there are certain LGBTQ people in Ghana who are in hiding, who are living a closeted lifestyle. There are advocates and supporters of LGBTQ that say they can't even speak out. They can't support. They can't say that is something that they, that they support, that they agree with. That ain't no secret. Ghana ain't made no secret as far as where they stand with the LGBTQ. And if you actually did your research on Ghana before you trapped yourself over there, you would have known that already. It didn't take a bill for you to know where they stand on the issue. That has never been a secret. Ghana is a conservative country. You can go there and see kind of the country they have. What the people wearing, how they acting. You can already tell that nobody is trapsing around Ghana, having their LGBTQ lifestyle out in the open. You don't ever see that happening in Ghana. So why are you sitting over acting like this is some big thing just because they passed a bill? It's always been like that. Now it's just becoming a law. That has not been a secret in Ghana about the lifestyle of LGBTQ. So, for you to sit there and act like Ghana did that on account of African diasporans is a little crazy, because Ghana's always been like that. This ain't new because of African diasporans. Like, really? Where are y'all fitting in? Where are you putting yourself in a situation where you don't have to put yourself into? A situation where you didn't have to put yourself into. You asserted yourself in a situation that didn't have nothing to do with African diasporans. It had everything to do with Ghana and Ghanaians. Where African diasporans fit into that? Absolutely nothing. Nowhere in Ghana in the year 2019 did they force anybody to go over there. I think it's important that people need to realize that when a country decides to do whatever a country decides to do, then it is up to you. You have now the right as an individual to either continue to invest in that country, continue to visit that country, or not. It is your choice. But you don't have a choice, and you don't have a say in what another country is doing. Nobody is going to the United States of America telling the U.S. how to do things. And it's only in the U.S. that people walk around in America acting like that the world doesn't see anything wrong with the way Americans do things. It's only when you go outside of America and you go to various other countries that people will talk to you and they will tell you, no, the things that is happening in the United States of America, I'm glad it doesn't happen here. They will say that. And what's sad about this whole situation, though, is that when LGBTQ, the community of the LGBTQ, they always talk about people bullying them. They always talk about being bullied. But then they turn around and they bully everybody else. It is clear that in this video, she's trying to bully Ghana. She's trying to tell Ghana, because she invested in Ghana, because she put money in Ghana, then Ghana owes her something. Ghana shouldn't have invited her over there if they, since they would have known that she was LGBTQ. Mind you, nobody's walking around on a sign that says that they are LGBTQ. And she can sit here on social media and try to act like she didn't already know where Ghana stands on LGBTQ if she wants to, but that I just don't believe that. So for her to sit here and act like that, this is something new, she didn't know that. She knew it. She knew it. She was just hoping that Ghana would change its mind about it, and they did not. They did not. They did not. So, if you don't want to invest your money in Ghana, if you don't want to travel in Ghana because they've passed this bill, then don't. You have every right to decide to support who you want to support, whatever country that you want to support. And if they are doing something that is contrary to your beliefs, contrary to your morals, then you can pack up your stuff and go. It's that simple. Nobody is holding your feet to the fire to stay there, but to sit there and try to act like you're the victim in this situation, to try to act like that somebody did some injustice against you, is a little crazy. And for her to sit here and act like the African diasporans have anything to do with the bill that the Ghana decided to pass, okay, stop it. Stop the madness. Please stop the madness. Ghana is their own country. I have said this time and time again. They were a country before the year of 2019, and they're going to be a country regardless. Nobody's going to take that away from them. They are a country. They've been a country for a very long time. And it's funny that people up here, now in 2024, just now discovering Ghana, just now discovering the people in Ghana, just now discovering, Ghana is it, this, that, and the other. And it's just like, baby, you the one behind. You the one. You the one that's just now getting on this horse. The horse been going for a long time. You new to the party. The people that has been to Ghana multiple times already know what the dealio was a long time ago. You knew on this train. You knew on it. Okay? Ghana is Ghana. And if you love Ghana for what it is, then you're gonna love it for what it is. If you can't accept what's happening and what they are deciding to do for their own people, then Ghana is not for you. And I think that's what people need to understand. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. And I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm gonna say it again. The only people that should have a say in this bill are the Ghanaians. That's it. That's the only people that should have something to say. Anybody else should be quiet. They should just be quiet. All right, you all, that is all I have to say on this issue. I am Mazellegh. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.